I mean, I'm with you, man. Right now, WWE hasn't shown me anything that I want to watch,
No.
and I'm kind of on the boycott with you on this one. I'm not watching it. And right now, with TNA, with their big announcement, I'm very curious on what they're gonna do and what WWE is gonna do. So I might have to start tuning in.
Yeah, I think definitely. I want to see what kind of changes are going to start happening, and we saw it already, I guess, with Kofi last week.
I tell you one, yeah, that's big. But I tell you one thing: if WWE doesn't start moving fast, I'll keep my eyes on TNA.
Well, I guarantee you, next Monday Night Raw, the numbers are going to be a little bit bigger than last week because people are going to want to see the new feud between Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. Thank God it's no longer either Randy Orton and John Cena or Randy Orton and Triple H. You know, they've been shoving that down our throats for the last 3 years.
Yep.
With those three.
Yep.
And finally, they go ahead and they made Kofi step up.
Yep.
And I think they need to do the same with Jack Swagger.
Yeah. I mean, it's time for a change because
it's definitely time.
I was talking to somebody, all right, that's not a big wrestling fan. And the last pay-per-view that came on, someone saw the commercial for it and told me, hey, you watch wrestling? I was like, yeah. And they go, Randy Orton and John Cena again? I remember that like a couple months back. Yeah, and that's the only thing they told me.
It's been like that for every month.
Yeah, exactly. We know that. But this is a fan who doesn't follow it and was like, again?
That's all they had.
So he was kind of confused and was like, I didn't get it. I mean, I thought they already fought and I already thought they already did their storylines. So, I mean, this is just someone who doesn't even follow wrestling was telling me that. So for Kofi Kingston to go against Randy Orton, that's huge. Huge.
Yeah.
It's big. It's something different. It's something that makes you want to tune in and watch to see what's going to happen. This is good.
I tell you what's bigger and what's huge now is that now that TNA has Hulk Hogan and they have Bischoff and now they have Nigel McGuinness. Now,
right.
Now you know Hulk Hogan is buddies with the Nasty Boys, so they'll probably be in there. You know they're no.
Well, you know what? Actually, that would be okay.
Would you not want to see the Nasty Boys versus Team 3D?
Actually, that's what I was about to say. I was just about to change my mind because the simple fact that TNA has a tag team division.
Yeah.
And I like that. I love tag team wrestling matches. So that I don't mind.
Now that Hulk Hogan
but don't overpay them because you know they're not worth it.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, and I think they understand that, and I think there should be some kind of cap now.
I don't think so. I think Hogan being very buddy with one of those guys, I forgot which one it is. That's what I'm a little afraid of. Hogan's little clique can damage that company very fast.
You're going to see the return of Brutus, probably.
Brutus is not worth a dime.
No, are you kidding me? Brutus is in great shape.
He's another Steiner ready to go. He's just got a good mic skills, but he's another Steiner. He ain't going to wrestle. Come on, really? You think he's going to pull off a match against any of those TNA guys in there? I doubt it. I guarantee you he'll get booed out that ring so fast it won't even be funny. I mean, give him the mic, I think he can go. But I think TNA's got to just start buying more people. For them to get McGuinness on TNA, that's pretty big.
Well, what I was going at it was
that's another top superstar wrestler who can actually wrestle. Well, I mean, that's good for the show.
Well, yeah, but where I was going with it is that now TNA has instant credibility now with new talent.
Right.
So I don't think they're going to mainly rely on the old guys anymore. I mean, for the exception of Kurt Angle, and I'm sure they're going to try their best to keep Sting.
They have to keep Sting right now. For WWE to knock TNA out the water, they're going to have to get Sting. That's for one. And they're going to have to change their format. All wrestling. And just destroy TNA.
Well, yeah. First of all, first order of business is that you get that fake-ass ring and get yourself an actual big boy real ring.
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, I like the Octagon ring just because it's different. And those TNA talent, man, they know how to use that ring pretty good. And I didn't think it was going to work, but they do a pretty good job of it. But I wouldn't mind seeing a squared ring in there.
I mean,
you know what I would love to see, and I even brought this up to you, was to see Motor City Machine Guns come to WWE using that DX gimmick, kind of, but a little bit not so extreme as DX, but just kind of the extreme gimmick, and use the thing that they were doing in TNA where they weren't getting enough TV time, so they were stealing the TV time so they could sit there and talk to you from the backstage and stuff like that. If they use that gimmick in WWE, I guarantee you it's gonna be big.
Now, what if this would be a smart idea? Going on what you just said right there, what if the WWE goes ahead and gets and steals these talents from TNA? And I'm talking about the young guys. What if they go ahead and they steal them and have their own like sort of invasion of the WWE, similar to what WCW did? I mean, that's what I'm saying. That was Bischoff's baby right there. You know, to have the outsiders come in, and then all of a sudden you got all these guys that left the WWE and did this so-called invasion on the WCW. That would help out WWE. I mean,
that's exactly what I'm saying. And with the Motor City Machine Guns, those are the perfect guys to do it because they're young, they have good mic skills, and they're the type of guys you can actually believe to say that those guys are wild enough to go do that. For them to come to WWE and do some kind of invasion storyline saying, well, we're not getting TV time in TNA, we're going to go somewhere else and get TV time. And do some kind of like mini DX kind of story, I think it would be great for WWE to do that. Not only that, they need another Stone Cold to cause a chaos in WWE right now to take focus away from TNA. And I think their only answer is John Cena going heel.
Yeah. You know who
he's got to play the Stone Cold role. You know, he's against Vince McMahon and he's just destroying everything. They need to bring that character back to take attention away from TNA.
No, you know who they're going to use for that? The person who they got already.
Who?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's not. He's good, but he's not mouthy. He's not. Everyone knows he's a bad guy. He's bad. He does whatever he does, but he's not the attention getter like John Cena. John Cena. Everyone likes John Cena. Imagine if you just turned this guy to heel.
Well, yeah, we've been saying that for the longest time.
Exactly, and then guess who are now going to turn and start watching John Cena? Are the people who are the real wrestling fans who want to see him do more than 5 moves and who are tired of him always getting a title shot. Those fans are going to be like, whoa, this is something different now. He's back to when we first built him up. So it's gonna be good for WWE to try something like that, regardless of how many t-shirts of his they sell. You need to put that off to the side because now they got competition.
Well, yeah,
do you want to be a company that's known for selling t-shirts and not doing anything good in the ring, or you want to be a good company that's just going to destroy the competition and probably sell some heel shirts?
You know what, though? The merchandise is the least of their problems. They should stop with these shiz-ass movies that they're trying to get out.
Well, I mean, movies, I watch them. I'm not going to say they're not the greatest movies, but they got to make some type of money for them. I mean,
well, they were doing
movies
fun.
Right now. If you got the money to make a movie right now, and you look at the profit that comes in, it's huge, man. Movies right now are hot. So.
They're losing money. I mean, who saw the Kane movie?
Yeah, but I guarantee you, those people that are working in those movie productions are probably working in their WWE wrestling productions too. So it's not like they're probably losing anything. I don't think they are. They're probably losing it when they're releasing movies and DVDs and stuff. That's extra money they got to dish out to. But I don't really think they're losing money, man.
No, I don't know. They need to focus back on wrestling and letting these guys go out and doing their films and their acting and their commercials and their improv and all that other bullshit. You know, no, they need to go back and they need to regroup and they need to do it fast because TNA is going to be the top dog real soon if Vince don't get off his ass and start doing something about it. So one more thing before we get off of this, and I want to make this prediction. I want to say that in the next couple of weeks, TNA's ratings are going to be bigger than SmackDown, and it's going to be bigger than Raw.
Easily. I'm tuning in.
Unless WWE right now makes a move, TNA will have better and stronger ratings than Raw right now. Yeah. And I guarantee you this also, too. This coming up Monday Night Raw is going to be a little bit more in the numbers than last week because people want to see that new feud. And they should pay attention and they should say, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. This is what they want to see. Well, yeah, we've been wanting to see it for the last 4 or 5 years.